Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. I'm Angie and this is Our Contented Home. In today's video, I'm going to take you along with me as I go to a few antique stores and try to find a table for our family room. I need one to go beside our couch, and I'm looking for a drop leaf table with some detailed legs. I know that a drop leaf table would be perfect in this room because I'm doing an English cottage style. You can see behind me my pictures that I made from thrifted art, and I have a whole video on how I did that and how I designed that little space in this room. I'll link it in case you're interested in that. But for the other part of the room, I need a table to go by the couch, and I'm just gonna check out some different antique stores and see if I can find the perfect table for this space. So I hope y'all enjoy this little trip. It's hard for me to pass up a booth with old worn books. I love the colors and just the different spines, and I love to use old books in my decorating. I have several on my bookshelves right now that I'm using in my decor, but I also like to use books to elevate an item in a vignette. Now I get a lot of my old books at thrift stores for a really good price, but at this antique store, they had so many old ones, beautiful books for a really good price. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I decorate my room and maybe go back and get a few of these to add to my collection. But thrift stores are a really good place to look for books, but antique stores are also. Another thing that I want to incorporate in my room to give it an English country cottage look are old canes. And I found several at this antique store, but since I'm looking for a table, I want to keep my whole budget available for the table. And so I'm going to keep this in mind. I think I would like to put several of these in a bucket, and I love the ones that are detailed. But there's also something beautiful about the simple ones. But I really do love the curved edge on these canes, and I just think they would be so beautiful displayed in my room. And then I saw this table. I love the legs on it. It's not a drop leaf, but it's the right color, and I thought it was really beautiful for a side table. And then I saw this tag that said table not for sale, but it did say right now. So there is hope that they will put this table on sale, and I think it is a beautiful table to display in your home. And then I found this blue and white booth. I don't know that I have seen this much blue and white in one booth at one time, but it was absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to incorporate some of this blue and white into my family room, and I was looking for a lamp, but they did not have one in this booth on this day. They did have this beautiful spice set, and this is the entire set, and they had it for $110, which I didn't think was too bad since it's vintage and it's the entire set, and I think it would be so pretty in an all-white kitchen. They did have some unique items that I've never seen before in this pattern. And let me know in the comments, do you like this pattern or do you not like it? I think that it's beautiful, classic, timeless, and I don't think that this pattern will ever go out of style. I think it is just absolutely lovely, and this booth was stunning to me. I also love this white planter. I think it would be so pretty on a porch. In the spring, just filled up with tulips. In the summer, fill it up with big green ferns. And in the fall, just fill it overflowing with mums and pumpkins. It would be so much fun to decorate and use on a porch. And then I was just going to show you how these booths are arranged in this antique store. They're really tiny and they are crammed packed with stuff. And I love to go to an antique store like this and just look in every nook and cranny for treasures and deals and just see what I can find. I'm also incorporating a lot of animals in my room, and I have a video of some thrifted finds I've found and some vintage art that I changed and put some animals in it for my room. And so I'm always on the hunt for those at a really good price. But you can see how tiny these booths are and how packed they are. And this one had a lot of owls and roosters, and I'm looking more for like horses and English spaniels and sheep, so that kind of thing. I thought this windmill picture was really pretty. I didn't have anywhere for it to go in my house, but I just thought it was just kind of whimsical and really pretty. Something about it drew me to it. Also, when you're in an antique store, keep your eye out for these signs because everything in this booth was 50% off as long as it wasn't already reduced. So sometimes you can find some really good deals packed away on these shelves, and it's just worth your time to really look and see what you can find for a really good price. Sometimes you can find thrift store prices in these stores. And then I also saw this croquet set, which I thought was a really neat set to have. And it was a really good price, I thought. I didn't know where to put this in my house, so I just left it. But I think it would be so much fun to decorate with that. And then I found this booth. I thought it was a really neat booth. And I found this brass mortar and pestle. I have never seen a brass one. And I think most of the things in this booth were from the war. And I just thought this was really neat. It had so much character. And then this one was wooden. A mortar and pestle that was wooden. And I really loved the pestle because it was so worn. And it just reminds you of days gone by. And I just really love history and just things that remind you of that time. I'm also drawn to old photographs of people I don't know, and I have no idea why. But I think this is so neat, these black and white photos, and just to have them displayed around your home. This was a foot warmer. I've never seen anything like this. Leave me a comment and let me know if you've ever seen anything like this. And this was an oil lamp. I thought it was so pretty with the brass, and then it had this engraving on the front of it. It was just absolutely beautiful to me, and I was just loving this booth. And then I saw this table. It is a drop leaf table, which is what I'm looking for. The legs are not quite what I want. I wanted something a little bit more detailed, but I think this is a beautiful table. I think it would be so pretty in a kitchen. It's just simple and cottage looking, and it's just charming to me. Then I saw this cast iron dog. He is a doorstop and he's extremely heavy, but I thought he was a neat addition to a porch or a mud room. And then I saw this bunny. I'm drawn to bunnies, especially in the spring and around Easter, but I think he would be so beautiful for a table centerpiece in the middle of a basket with lots of moss and eggs. Just be absolutely beautiful. And then I saw this table, and I love the finish on it. I think it's like a tiger oak, and the 3 tiers are just beautiful. It's not quite the size that I need. I need something a little bit bigger, but I just love the shape and the color of this table. And then I saw this oval table. It's not quite the size that I need, but it would be fabulous in my room because I have a lot of straight lines, and so this oval would really add to that and have a different shape. And then this little small one here, I think it would be perfect for a plant stand, or you could put it beside a chair just to hold a drink or a small lamp. But I just thought it was really cute and petite. And then I saw all these cast iron skillets. Now I have a video showing you how I seasoned my cast iron skillet that I got at the thrift store. But if you want to skip all that, you can buy cast iron skillets at antique stores, and they've already been seasoned. And they weren't a bad price. These were priced really well, I thought. So lots of cast iron. And then I spotted this bunny, which I've already told you I'm drawn to him. And I just love the color of him. And I don't know if he's pottery or what he is, but it was just the neatest thing. I loved him. And then these old irons, I've seen people use them to decorate their laundry room. I have not decorated my laundry room, so I thought it was just it would be a neat addition to a laundry room. There were several tables at this antique store that I liked, but they were not really what I was looking for. So I'm going to keep those in mind, but I'm going to go to a different antique store and see what I can find. So I made my way to this antique store and I found this table. It's not a drop leaf table, but I like the color and I like the legs on it. It's not quite the size that I'm looking for. And then I spotted this table. I love the legs on it, and still it's just not quite the right size, but it is a strong contender because it is a beautiful table. And then I found this table of all places on Facebook Marketplace, but it was at an antique store in town. So I went down and checked it out to make sure it was in good shape and something that would work in my room. And then my husband and I went down a couple days later and bought the table. I didn't take my phone and get any video of that, but it's the perfect table with the detailed legs like I want. And it's a drop leaf table. It's the perfect color, and I just love it. So now I'm going to put it in my room and decorate it with y'all in my space. I pulled out all of my spring florals to help me decorate this table. A lot of these I got from the thrift store, but I did get these tulips from Amazon, and I'm going to try them out and see how I like them. I've also pulled together some thrifted vessels that I've just collected over the months, and I'm going to see which one I like better styled on this table. For this table, I like this crock better, and I bought this several months ago, and I styled it on YouTube on my kitchen island, but I really like it for this table, and I really like these white tulips styled in it. And like I said, I got these from Amazon, and I've had them for a couple of years, and I just pull them out every spring because I just love them so much. They just look so real, and I have them in white and pink, and they're just my go-to for the spring. They're so beautiful, and I'll link them below for you in case you're interested in them for your spring decor. I hope that you were inspired by that video, and I am so excited to finally find this table and get it in my room and get it decorated for the space. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe and follow along with me as I decorate this room and give it an English cottage style. As always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.